easy on-the-spot repairs. Seal up cracks and holes to prevent wind and water from damaging your home. Push Flex Paste deep into wet surfaces to help prevent flood damage and make quick automotive repairs. Get the Flex Seal family of products at these fine retailers.
I don't remember how it started.
Start to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Now there's a way to make supporting your favorite restaurant even better. Introducing the Grubhub Guarantee. It's our promise to make sure your food is just right by delivering it on time within the delivery window and for the lowest price compared to other apps. Or you'll get back at least $5 in perks. That way you can experience your food just like the restaurant intended. That's the Grubhub Guarantee.
Got bugs in your house? Stop using traditional insecticides to get rid of them. Get Zevo, the bioselective insecticide. It targets and shuts down biological pathways found in insects, not in people or pets. That's what makes Zevo so deadly for bugs, plus safe to use around people and pets. They've got evolution on their side, but you've got Zevo, way smarter than bugs. Now at Walmart, Target, and Home Depot.
If a natural disaster shows up at your doorstep, you can't just turn it away. That's why it's important to prepare for emergencies before they show up. Go to ready.gov/plan to find the tools and tips you need. And make a plan today.
It's me against the world. It's time for week 2 of preseason action. With the most live games on NFL Network. It's time for football. I'm excited for this. Week 2 of the NFL preseason, live on NFL Network.
One more recap for you of Patriots-Eagles tonight. Cam Newton looking to lock down that starting job for the Patriots. First quarter, Cam to who? Jacoby Myers, 28 yards for the touchdown. And the Pats are up 13-0 at this point. But, you know, we've got to split some time with Mac Jones, who's in now. We go to the second quarter. Patriots leading 13-0. Third and 13. Mac Jones to N'Keal Harry. That's a gain of 19. Now, Harry would leave the game after being shaken up later on in the game. But look at Willie's favorite, Ramondre Stevenson, getting one of 2 touchdowns tonight. Great guy. Really excited to see him this season. Obviously, can't forget to mention Jalen Hurts, that early scratch. Yep. He was then taken to the hospital to examine some abdominal pain. Coach Sirianni saying he's okay now. Just being very cautious there. Biggest takeaway for you, Kurt, from this game?
Really 2 different approaches to this game, but as we come into it, we're thinking Patriots are going to have a good season. Philly, we're not so sure. It showed up like that on the scoreboard in this game.
We needed, as a Patriot fan, they needed to see Cam Newton play and throw the football down the field to his receivers, and that offense worked the way it did. On the other side of the ball, with the Eagles, the sky is not falling. It's not the end of the day, okay? You got a really good football team, and they got to figure it out and figure out what they're going to do at the quarterback position.
All right, this kicks us off for week 2 of NFL preseason, the first of 8. We got 7 to go tomorrow. We got you locked for Bengals-Washington. We will take you all the way up to kickoff, which starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, quadruple header Saturday, and 2 more games to round out your weekend here on the NFL Network. So in case you missed it that first time, we got Patriots-Eagles coming up for you right after this, but we'll see you right back here on NFL Total Access, 7 Eastern tomorrow as we count you down to kickoff for Bengals-Washington. Have a good night. Enjoy the game.
Well, it is a distinctly different Thursday night this week. The temperature feels like 87 last week. It felt more like 97 or 100, and that's going to make it a little bit easier to be out on the field tonight. Still, however, of course, is August, and that means, I guess, a temperate evening as we take you down to the field for our third man in, Dave Spadaro. Dave?
Why, thank you very much, Scott. A lot of excitement here. The Eagles expecting to play Devontae Smith here early. Now, Nick Sirianni described his rehab as obsessed with getting back on the field. The injury happened almost 3 weeks ago, and he's worked hard to get the knee back, taking a lot of mental reps, working in the classroom, getting himself right, and he returned to practice in limited duty early this week against the Patriots. Now, he's going to be out there with the starters, and the Eagles would love to get him the football. We'll see if coverage allows for that to happen. But keep your eye on number 6 early. Now, something else to watch throughout the game, Jake Elliott will not kick in this game. He's got an ankle injury, nothing serious. But the Eagles are going to use Aaron Siposs, their punter, to handle kickoffs and potentially field goals and point afters. Now, Siposs comes from the Australian rules football world. Last week, his first preseason game ever as a punter. He's kicked off before. He has never in his college career at Auburn or in the NFL last year with Detroit, never has he tried a field goal or an extra point. So the Eagles have practiced it just a little bit this week. He said he's going to have fun with it. Hunting is his main duty. Hey, guys, we could see a lot of two-point conversions in this game tonight. Something to watch on special teams.
Another extra wrinkle in a preseason game, and I'm sure Nick Sirianni has it all worked out in his head exactly what he's going to do tonight. His first season as the Eagles head coach. First time that he had a joint practice week, and the guy that he had it against was Bill Belichick. And he said that, you know, there was a lot of great things that happened here. The thing that we may not be thinking about is how much planning went into every single movement that both teams had this week.
Yeah, but Scott, you're bearing the lead, man. I mean, we might not have any field goal attempts. We might not just go for 2 points every time. This would be amazing.
It'll be like Aussie rules football.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hope that they don't attempt any field goals or extra points. It'd be a lot more entertaining for us.
Jalen Reagor, who is having himself a pretty good summer so far, ready to receive the kickoff. Eagles did win the toss, and they elect.
City Kickboxing definitely is the buzz gym to be at right now. A lot of great energy, a lot of hype and vibe and whatnot coming through the gym at the moment. I know how hard I've been pushed, and I know going home for this camp was everything I needed. I'm ready to beat her. I have that style that can negate her and that can literally stop her in her tracks. I also have the size to meet her, to stall her out, make her desperate. She's just coming up against a different person now. Yeah, all this talk, but it will be displayed Thursday night.
We're here beside our PFL Sparkade, Sean O'Connell and Randy Couture and Kenny Torrin. And as long as we're talking about women's incredible combat sports credentials, another two-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated so far in her young professional mixed martial arts career, Claressa Shields. How you doing?
Good. How you guys?
Doing great. You enjoying the fight so far tonight?
Man, it's been nothing but championship level fights here. I'm excited for Kayla and Jenna, and I saw the girls fight under them, and the heavyweight guys are kicking at 61 miles per hour, you say?
Okay. Admit, you got to tell us the truth. Are you sizing up all these girls? I know you're just enjoying while you're watching, but you're a fighter at heart. You got to be sizing everybody up, even that other semifinal.
I'm not just a fighter, I'm smart. So, I mean, of course I look at them, but it's more of like a healthy chip. It's more of like for me to see, like, this is what I have to get ready for if I want to be in the PFL season next year or the year after. So me wanting to compete against them isn't really any disrespect. It's more of like me watching, so I know what I have to do when I get to the gym to push myself, that when I like feel tired, to go that extra mile to know that these girls are going to be in front of me one day.
So how do you feel your grappling's going? Are you getting on the mat doing a lot of grappling?
A lot. I mean, we saw the MMA debut. I did better than what people expected. I won with a TKO, but I was able to kind of stay calm on the ground and not really freak out. She didn't get behind my back. She wasn't able to get any arm bars or anything. So I did pretty good, but I want to do better my next upcoming fights and make it a little bit more easier.
Speaking of that upcoming fight, October 27th, the night of our championship, right here, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. You're going to be fighting again, your second MMA bout.
Yeah.
Looking for Don't sound so excited about it.
I'm excited, but I'm more excited to get back to Jackson Wing, get back with my coaches, start training. You know, I train so hard, like that's why I have like such confidence. So right now I'm So I'm confident, but I'm ready to put in the work to where when I say I'm about to beat, you know, Abigail Montez up, that I can really feel it deep down in my soul and actually go out there and do it. So right now, it's like I put in some work, but it's still 9 weeks out, and I got a lot more work to put in.
Well, we're excited to see the product in your second bout out. Now that it's kind of settled in, that you're an MMA fighter and a boxer, does it feel any different? Does it look any different when you're staring in a mirror?
When I look at myself in MMA, I always think to myself, like, man, you're way more dangerous than you ever thought you were. I thought I was pretty bad, you know, bad A. Badass in boxing. But in MMA, it's like, yo, you're like a monster. I mean, I watched the video of me ground and pound so many times. I'm like, I don't even know who that person is.
Well, two-time Olympic boxing champion Claressa Shields. She'll be fighting October 27th. And in our main event, Kayla Harrison or Jenna Fabian will be punching their ticket to that same card where 6 world titles are on the line. There's Kayla Harrison getting ready to go.
Why don't we settle this right here? Big brother, that's my belt.
You want this belt? Come and get it.
Make it right, Jack. He's your brother.
I'm aware.
I'll cheer the character I play.
Character I create.
What does it mean to be made true? It means being made to stand the test of time. Made to give it your all. Made to live loudly. Made to take first steps. It means every cut, stitch, and seam is made to push things forward for the last 170 years and the next.
Welcome back. Sean O'Connell and Randy Couture and Kenny Floyd, Professional Fighters League playoff mixed martial arts action. Without further ado, our main event.
All right, let's get our final fight to the cage. Introducing first, Jenna Fabian.
Jenna Fabian back in Auckland, New Zealand with City Kickboxing. Several champions training out of that camp. She said her camp was brutal and tough, but she's glad it was that way. You want to train hard and fight easy. She feels like she's raised her level up and she's ready to face Kayla Harrison. She believes she has the skill set, the footwork, the range, and the conditioning to get it done here tonight.
Jenna Fabian is not just a former Muay Thai world champion with great striking credentials. She's an incredible athlete. And you can't just have skill to beat someone like Kayla Harrison. You also have to have
City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to where your spending is trending.
You can't necessarily
fried chicken sandwich. People asked how I felt about burger places selling fried chicken. I'd say that's none of my business. Just like making fried chicken is none of theirs. Get the Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich for just $3.99. It's finger-licking good.
Wake up. Welcome to Good Morning Football.
And girl
Storylines, headlines.
Come on, y'all, let's get this started. Every morning, a good morning. Ah, boom.
That's the NFL. It just keeps on coming.
Good Morning Football, only on NFL Network.
On a warm August night, that man can't wait to get back out there and do it right again after Nate Herbig sailed the snap over the head of Joe Flacco, setting up the short field in the 2-play, 9-yard touchdown drive for the Patriots.
Well, I'm an optimistic guy, Scott. It can only get better from here for the Eagles. And really, they need Nate Herbig to be reliable at center. He played both guards last year, but Jason Kelce's been such a stud and so durable. They haven't had to put Herbig in at center, but you never know. Herbig's got to be able to step in there when called upon and deliver a good snap.
Kelsey started 105 straight games coming into the season as Rager takes it on the near sideline and dances out of bounds across the 20. Tonight's player stats and bios are presented by NRG, the official energy provider of the Philadelphia Eagles. The The guy back at quarterback is a pretty good record. Almost 41,000 passing yards, 224 touchdowns, and Super Bowl 47 champion and MVP. Number 19 on the all-time passing ranks. Zeroing in now on Dan Fouts, a Hall of Famer, and Joe Montana and Johnny Unitas, a couple of other Hall of Famers, are in the rearview mirror.
I think if I was Joe, I'd wear a T-shirt that said I threw for more yards than Joe Montana and Johnny Unitas, like every day.
And on first down, it is back to the ground. Miles Sanders, who got the start here tonight, picks up 3.
Really interesting that Miles was the only starter on offense to not play last week, but yet he's in this week. I think they just want to make sure he gets a couple snaps, get a feel for getting in a game situation. I don't know how much we'll see of him tonight, but I think they wanted to at least get his feet wet a little bit before the regular season starts.
Brings him down, and so you got a 3rd and 1 coming up now for the Eagles offense after a 6-yard pickup.
Howard had a horrendous year last year for the Dolphins, so much so that they cut him. He has said this offseason he just wasn't in great shape. But you look at him in training camp, you look at him here, he has really leaned up, came into training camp in the best shape of his life. He knows he is fighting for his football future, and this is why he's here for 3rd and short.
He'll get the carry, hit the middle of the line, and the middle of the line pushes back. He's going to get nothing on 3rd down and 1. Maybe even lost half a yard. But if not, it's no gain and 4th down coming up.
Yeah, there's no push on the right side. Watch Jack Driscoll right there. That's where the hole's supposed to go. And he almost gets through it, but Dallas Goedert not able to hold off the backside. Kyle Van Noy. You know, they actually did a pretty good job at the guard and tackle position, creating a hole there. Goddard's got to get his helmet inside of Van Noy so he can't pinch and make that play.
Siposs to punt it away. A pretty good average last week, including a 69-yarder. Punt returner Royale. Gunnar Olszewski is back deep to take it for New England, just inside his own 20. Spun around. Reinforcements arrive. He'll get no further than the 26. 51 yards on the punt, 6 on the return. 7-0 New England early.
It's me against the world. It's time for week 2 of preseason action. With the most live games on NFL Network, it's time for football. I was built for this. Week 2 of the NFL preseason, live on NFL Network.
1,600 players, and you're a part of the 100 elite.
That's what I want to see. Best in the league.
You can catch everything.
He's the guy that brings the team together. I got a heart of a lion, boy.
The 100% top 100. Roan exists because we couldn't find clothing that made the cut. We studied the way men train and designed a line of products perfectly suited to their exact specifications. Roan is all of the function without the flash. No big logos, obnoxious colors, or paid endorsements. Just well-made active wear with smart features that outlast the competition. We believe in the passionate pursuit of progress. That's why Roan is made for life. Shop now at Roan.com.
Get the brush with Mentos Gum.
Here it comes.
Anthony Harris, who we had an opportunity to speak with this week, coming off a career with the Minnesota Vikings in which he was very active.
Yeah, look at him at the top of the screen there. He's got that whole side of the field. He's going to see the post come in, and then watch him spin around. The pirouette, I think that's a pirouette, I don't know, but he comes around and makes a play on the ball. That was a great route combination by the Lions against him. Terrific job by him to change direction and make that play. It's why he led the NFC in interceptions in 2019 and played on the franchise tag last year. I mean, this guy went from being a practice squad player to a franchise tag player, and now he's an Eagle.
Russ's tape breakdown tonight are presented by Wawa. Cleveland takes over at their own 26-yard line for a second series for Cam Newton in the offense. And looking to throw on first down. Stepping up and firing, and there's that howitzer arm that we've seen over the years. Going for first down yardage out to the 45, a 19-yard pickup. Zach McPherson makes the tackle.
Take a look, bottom of your screen here. Working against McPherson. It's Jakobi Meyers. Nice route run, just an in-cut. And that's tough duty for McPherson. The Patriots have their starting offensive line in. Cam had all kinds of time. And if he has that much time, that's going to be tough.
And working quickly, Damian Harris with the football for his third carry out across the 45. A little bit better than a yard on first down.
So this is really good work, Scott, for a lot of backups for the Eagles. I mean, you look at the defensive line, it's all backups. They're going against a Patriots offensive line that I have ranked as one of the 10 best in the NFL. So this is an awesome opportunity for guys like Jannard Avery right there and all the guys up front on the defensive line to show that they can play and play well against the big boys.
Four receivers to choose from for Newton on second and long. And again, good time in a pocket to step up into, and he delivers it right on the money. Into Eagles territory and down to the 32-yard line. Kendrick Bourne making the catch. And New England on the move once again.
Watch 84, Kendrick Bourne. He's going to run a dig route again against Zach McPherson. Now, McPherson's not allowed to get beat deep there. It's interesting, talking with Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles yesterday, he said, look, we're going to give up some underneath stuff, but these guys know what routes they're not allowed to give up. They might be able to give up a comeback or a dig.
Inside of 1 round. We'll be back.
Newton looking to fire again and does for good yardage down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. That's almost 10, almost good enough for the first down. And yep, they're going to say Jakobi Meyers got that first down.
You want this belt? Come and get it.
Once again to the right side. Once again, they're working against the rookie, Zach McPherson. But with Cam's arm strength and the amount of time he has to throw right now, this is going to be pretty easy for him. Somehow, some way, the Eagles need to get pressure.
Threw for only 2,657 yards and 8 touchdowns last year. Remember, you're talking about the former MVP of the league back in 2015. He's going to call for a timeout. Play clock was running down on him.
And save half when you switch. Just $25 a month for 1 line of unlimited smartphone data with 5G access included. Plus,
Each week, NBC 10 is featuring a storyline to watch. Go to NBC10.com to check out exclusive content. This week, we highlight Eagles linebacker Sean Bradley.
You know what happened there, Scott, is Cam Newton was trying to redeclare the mic. I played in this New England offense, and what happens is if they bring a defensive back into the box, you might redeclare who you're considering the Mike linebacker, so it changes up the whole blocking scheme. The problem is the Eagles brought Avonte Maddox and Anthony Harris into the box late, and by the time Cam went to redeclare the mic, they ran out of time.
In a relentless world, connected, but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path, where the battle to belong begins.
You've crafted, dyed your kid's hair, made hand sanitizer. Now, it's time to get out and play. Tennis. It lets you keep your social distance without being socially distant.
I mean, this guy's played in so many leagues. He's been cut so many times, and now he just seemingly makes almost every tackle for the Eagles.
They say he lost a yard, so 2nd and 11. A screen set up, and blockers out in front. And they'll get that yardage back and then some down to the 18-yard line. Alex Singleton active again. Making all 16 last year.
Watch him again here, Scott. He's going to read it and then react to it. He diagnoses so quickly. David Andrews had 2 guys there. Singleton goes right off his rear to make the play and give the Eagles a chance to get a stop here on 3rd down. But they got to get some pressure.
3rd and call it 6. And Newton again with time. Guns one, but it's going to be well shy of the 1st down, and it was dropped anyway. Once again, very active in that secondary, and Singleton active in the play. Along with Anthony Harris, the field goal unit comes out for New England. Check out that trip to the NFL.
Man, I am so happy for that dude. Are you kidding me? How many times did he think he might not even be a football player anymore? And now he's the leading tackler for the Philadelphia Eagles and quickly becoming a fan favorite.
Quinn Nordine now on to attempt a 36-yarder to extend the Patriots' lead.
Listen.
And he pushed it.
Everyone keeps saying, oh, how do you solve the Kayla Harrison puzzle? How do you beat her?
Almost got it over the top of the upright, but it just kept leaking that way.
There is no
and the field goal attempt is no good.
I put you on your back
Defense
and
holds.
I messed you
Offense back out next.
I told you, one by one, they're all going to fall.
We did it
doubt
again.
me now,
Verizon
but
has
I'm
been
going to
named
show you
America's
how
most
great I
reliable
am.
network by RootMetrics. And our customers rated us #1 for network
You got
quality in
talking about
America,
scientists.
according to J.D. Power.
Scientists at
#1
City
in reliability,
Kickboxing.
16 times in a row. Most awarded for network quality, 27 times in a row. Proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
And it is a rematch. Oh no, excuse me, it's Taylor Gardano this time. It's not a rematch.
She missed weight. Have you been paying attention? What's going on?
Not close attention to me. So, it's Taylor Gardano. What do you think of Taylor Gardano, your opponent in the championship?
Go all in on every move.
Let's do it. October 27th, right here at the Central Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Kayla Harrison's going to be there.
Tonight is the last night. Go to fearlessfoundation.org. Donate. All of the proceeds go to the Surfside building collapse victims. So please donate. God bless.
Victorious once again, the queen of mixed martial arts, Kayla Harrison. Good night.
Tickets are on sale now. The mixed martial arts biggest night, the 2021 PFL World Championship. 6 title fights on one card. Winner of each gets $1 million. You can buy tickets now at PFLMMA.com.
Peanut butter, pretzels, caramel, peanuts, and chocolate into Reese's Take 5. Wait a minute. Who told me to do it?
I'm tired of being left off company email. Sit up and tell me how we do it. Not sorry, Reese's.
This is my phone. It's also my new bank. Go to Bank, the ultimate app that makes banking super easy. There are no monthly fees with direct deposit, and I get 10 times the national average on my savings. It's mobile banking at its best. Open an account at gotobank.com.
Our life as a family revolves around football. My daughter joined this team, and she didn't know anyone, and they're a mini little family.
As parents, we have to look at our children and say, okay, we can see what's in you, and it's our job to help bring that out of you. It's a beautiful feeling.
Offense gets another try after the defense holds, and that guy right there was a big part of the reason why. As we take you down to Dave Spadaro.
Alex Singleton is an example of why you never stop chasing your dream. He was undrafted in 2015, bounced around with 3 teams, played the CFL, finally latched on with the Eagles in 2019 as a special teamer, and in 2020, he leads the Eagles in tackles, and as you see, he is so much more confident in himself. He told me last year the big play, that interception return for a touchdown against the Niners and Nick Mullins changed everything for him, and he has been lights out since then for this Eagles defense.
Well, he was tremendously active on that last series. Now you're going to get some changes along the offensive line for the Eagles. Joe Flacco still in at quarterback.
Suapeta and Brett Toth are on the left side, replacing Sayamalu and Mailata. Looks like their nights are over.
First down from the 26. Flacco's got a little bit of time. Flag down on the play. That throw is low and incomplete. Looking for Howard on the far sideline. Oh, we've got a flag. We'll hear from tonight's referee, Sean Hockley.
Holding. Offense number 69. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Do you think it bothers Sean Hockley that he's not as jacked as his dad?
Is anybody as jacked as his dad?
See Matt Pryor at right tackle, right hand outside. They're going to call it every time, and
24/7 access.
you got to replace it. If they get the rip in under you, you can't just leave it there. They won't call it if you show you're working to replace it.
Fastest 5G network.
You get the impression that Matt Judon is really going to help this Patriots defense. That's a good hand for a strong linebacking unit for New England.
Well, here's the deal, Scott. I said that the Eagles' second-string defense is going to get some good work in. That's the same with the second-string offense. I mean, they got all second-teamers in now, and they're going against Dante Hightower, Matt Judon. I mean, these guys don't mess around. The second-string Eagles offensive line better buckle their chin straps because the Patriots front seven knows how to play.
Second and 18. Quick throw, trying to get Howard to the outside. And he is wrestled down on the play by Juwan Bentley. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and maybe one more, so a third down and 9 coming up.
I'm telling you, Scott, he looks like a different guy in terms of Jordan Howard. You know, he was such a plodder last year. He's leaned up. He was awesome in pass pro last week. He destroyed Robert Spillane. That was amazing. Now he's catching passes out of the backfield. Really good sign for the Eagles.
7 games last year, 5 of them with the Dolphins before returning to the Eagles. One back in the backfield now on third down and 9. Flacco fights off the rush, and it was almost there into the hands of Devontae Smith, who couldn't hang on out across the 30.
Well, it wouldn't have been a first down anyway. Watch Devontae at the bottom of the screen. He's just going to run a shallow cross, comes across the field. He's open. You see the abrupt route running there. He got the separation. Really, if the ball had been on him earlier, Flacco had seen it and gotten it to him earlier, I think there's a chance Devontae catches that and runs for the first down.
That's that great speed that he has. Had the separation. The only thing missing was a football. An errant snap. Krzyzewski fields the punt outside his own 25. The all-pro punt returner from last year gets it out to the 34. 47 yards on the punt, 7 on the return. And the first try for the rookie.
Every customer has their own Safelite story. This couple was on a camping trip when their windshield got a chip. They drove to Safelite for a same-day repair. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them.
Really?
That's service you can trust.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Subway has so much new it didn't fit in our last ad, like this new and improved steak and cheese, loaded with our new tender steak that's marinated and thicker slice on our new artisan Italian bread. Man, you covered up the foot long. The Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway. It's too much new to fit in one commercial.
Fall together with Lowe's. Labor Day values now in-store and online. Lowe's. Home to any budget. Home to any possibility.
From you touch it, you buy it, Dan. To first name basis with the delivery guy, Dan.
Okay, his name is Skipper. It's hard to forget.
It's also a wonderful name. The new City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to where your spending is trending.
Introducing the new Bud Light Seltzer Retro Summer Pack.
Get a free extra most bestest pizza right now at littlecaesars.com. Ding dong. Order $15 or more for delivery and get a free extra most bestest pizza. Use code Extra Pizza at Little Caesars. Pizza, pizza.
The new Total Support pouch from Hanes can help you achieve balance. This
mesh panels for perfect separation and support. Secure. Separated. Supported. Find your balance. There's a new total support pouch from Hanes.
Imagine having the elite performance of Goodyear now on your Skechers. Enhance your traction, durability, and stability with Skechers, featuring the top-tier performance of premium Goodyear rubber. Get all-season performance with Goodyear and Skechers.
Tomorrow on NFL Total Access, we're taking you right up to kickoff of Cincinnati, Washington. Plus, Dak Prescott's shoulder and the Cowboys are under the training camp spotlight. Tomorrow, 7 Eastern. With an NFL Network up-to-the-minute update presented by KitKat. The Patriots and Eagles kicked off week 2 of preseason tonight, right here on the NFL Network. Eagles without quarterback Jalen Hurts, who was a late scratch from the lineup after experiencing abdominal pain. The Eagles QB was on the field for warm-ups, but was sent to the hospital for precautionary measures. Head coach Nick Sirianni on Hurts after the game.
Yeah, he came in. He wasn't feeling great when he came in, and so we put him through pregame warm-ups, and he wanted to go out there and go through pregame warm-ups, and he came back in. He still wasn't feeling good, and we evaluated him. We just decided that it wasn't in his best interest to play with what he was feeling, and yeah, we evaluated him. He's fine now. He's doing okay now, but. That's why we held him out. He actually went to the hospital to get evaluated for his stomach, and like I said, they came back. Everything's good, and he's gonna be okay.
What kind of symptoms did he have?
He had pain in his abdomen, and which for a guy like that to tell us, he's a tough guy, and so it must have been hurting him pretty good for him to let us know about that.
Was the plan on offensive line just to start Isaac and Jordan with Jalen at quarterback?
Well, no. What we were gonna do, we were playing that all by ear, and that was kind of up in the air of what we wanted to do. We got some guys with a lot of experience on that offensive line, and so we talked to those guys on the right side there yesterday, and they were sore. They wanted to go, but we just thought, again, in the best interest of them. They played 2 games essentially this week, and we just felt like they got a lot of good work, and they didn't need to go this 3rd day in a row.
So he was examined at the hospital. Did he go home?
After he was examined at the hospital, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't get that. I don't know stuff.
Nick, I think it caught some of us by surprise because we saw him pre-game. He was dancing, he was spinning, it looked like he was feeling great. So but you're saying he came into the building the day before those pre-game warm-ups, wasn't feeling good?
Yeah, correct.
And then have you seen enough from him? I don't know what your plans are for the Jets game next week, but have you seen enough for him where you would be comfortable going into Atlanta, that regular season opener, without him playing in that final game?
Next week we have 2 practices against the Jets and 2 other practices. So again, we'll evaluate how he's feeling these next couple days. But we get 2 practices against the Jets to further, like I've said before, those are like games. Those practices, those inter squad practices are like games. So he's going to be able to get 2 more there. So I'm pretty confident that we'll get a lot of good work against the Jets.
What do you think of Devontae Smith tonight, his debut and everything?
Yeah, it looked like he was a little antsy at first, right? He dropped a couple balls, but he was a little late with his eyes on the deep ball that Joe threw him. But he made a couple plays there that was good to, that's what happens with young wideouts. They gotta play, and they gotta go through the ups and downs a little bit. And the preseason's for that to happen. He ran a good route on that return route on a third down. Thought he ran a couple other good routes too. We'll look at the tape to see totally how he played. But I'm glad he got in there and was able to play a good, meaningful first half and take a couple hits and have to go against some of those tight coverage looks that they had to get.
New York Jets defensive end Carl Lawson will miss the 2021 season after rupturing his left Achilles tendon Thursday. He was the team's biggest free agent signing from the offseason. The injury happened during a red zone period in a joint practice between the Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Safety Zane Lewis also suffered a season-ending injury during the joint practice as the Jets said he tore a patella tendon and sprained an MCL. Bears rookie QB Justin Fields will play this week against the Bills. Fields will return to practice Thursday following some time off due to a growing injury. The team will be cautious with Fields' reps. Head coach Matt Nagy said Andy Dalton will play at least a quarter and a half. Here's a look at your slate of games for Week 2 right here on the NFL Network. Friday, it's Bengals at Washington. We'll go for a quadruple header on Saturday, starting with Bills at Bears all the way to Raiders at Rams. Sunday, it's a two-peat for you, starting with Giants at Browns. We close it out, primetime, 49ers at Chargers. This has been your up-to-the-minute update presented by Kit Kat.
Joe Flacco's got some early time in this game. Pace of the sidelines. Eagles offense has struggled to move the ball here in this first quarter. If you joined us late, it was a big turnover. A snap 10 feet over Joe's head led to a turnover, a short field, and the New England touchdown. That's the difference right now. Cam Newton's still out there. Back to the ground they go. And once again, as Damian Harris showing some good patience behind the line of scrimmage as he gets it out to the 38.
Take a look at Jannard Avery right here. He's going to blitz the A-gap. He plays that Sam linebacker position. He's just trying to mess things up. Ooh, I like the little club move there on the center. Andrews able to get in the backfield. Actually, a pretty good run there by Harris to get 4 yards after Avery got in the backfield. But I love that quick club by Avery on David Andrews, the Patriots center. That was sweet.
Man in motion is Kendrick Bourne on second down. And play action once again for Newton. This time scrambling away from the rush, getting it on the hands of the veteran James White, who makes a heck of a catch. That's going to be enough for the first down.
I feel like the Patriots always have at least 5 good running backs. I mean, every guy they bring in, I'm like, okay, he's good. Damian Harris, James White, Sony Michel. Even last week, the rookie from Oklahoma, Ramondre Stevenson, had that long run. They always have at least 4 legit guys in the backfield.
White, of course, a veteran, 8th season, 3-time Super Bowl champ, and probably should have been Super Bowl MVP in 51. I'll throw it down across the middle. And Sony Michel out of the backfield makes the catch in Eagles territory at the 46. That's a pickup of 7. As we said, this was a week of a lot of work, a lot of seeing these guys across the line of scrimmage.
How impressive was that guy yesterday, by the way?
My. Somebody who really thinks this game. And Michel again out of the backfield. That's going to be enough for a first down inside the 42. Eric Wilson with a tackle.
It's actually a really nice play by Wilson. He wasn't able to ultimately stop him from the first down, but he got off the block and made the tackle. Really enjoyed talking with Wilson last week. This guy loves billboards. I never heard a guy say that before. He likes happiness billboards. If you're ever on southbound 95 and you see that Kelly Green Choose Happiness billboard, that's Eric Wilson. He pays for that.
He also plays some football, too.
Yeah, watch him. Linebacker to the left, okay? Gosh, he's going to get Stafford again. Watching Stafford dive, sees underneath. Right then. That is nice COD. Change the direction, and boom. He fooled Stafford. Stafford thought he was going to keep going with the underneath route. Wilson's the only guy in the league that had 120 tackles, 3 sacks, and 3 picks last year.
Ross's tape breakdowns presented by Wawa, and the Patriots continue to move the ball. 3 touches in a row for Sony Michel gets him down to the 28.
You know, I feel like we should mention, Scott, with only 3 preseason games this year, teams are going to play it a lot differently. You know, I've already seen some teams talk about next week, you know, week 3 of the preseason, like it's the dress rehearsal. Other teams, I don't know how many guys are going to play. Nobody really has a blueprint on what to do with 3 preseason games, especially the Eagles with joint practices this week and next.
Patriots have a joint practice next week as well in a weird scenario. The New York Giants are going to go up to Foxborough and joint practice with the Patriots. Then both teams are going back to the Meadowlands for the game.
All right, take a look. You can't see Kayvon Wallace yet, 42. He's going to come from the bottom of the screen. Here he comes. Boom, he beats the block by Myers. Myers is trying to dig him out of there. Kayvon says, heck no. Goes low, chops down Harris.
Got more points than you, bitch.
Did all the time at Clemson. He is really good in the box near the line of scrimmage, and he showed why right there.
The fuck did you do?
Down on 2nd and 10. Play action again for Newton. Firing, open man. And inside the 10 to the 5. And a touchdown. Jacoby Myers takes it down the left sideline. 28 yards on the catch and run. And the Patriots extend the lead to 13.
Well, poor tackling by the Eagles. You'll see Myers run the crossing route here. He gets behind the first level of the defense, and somebody lost him. I don't know if it was Wallace or who, but they dropped the coverage there. Jacoby Myers with a relatively easy touchdown that we'll probably see tomorrow morning from my boy Kyle Plant on Good Morning Football.
And the extra point is no good.
Yikes.
That is a lot of trouble for Quinn Nordine, who earlier missed a 36-yard field goal. Now misses the 35-yard extra point.
Maybe he's just doing that. Maybe he's just doing that because the Eagles don't have their kicker tonight. Maybe he's just trying to even it out a little bit.
Well, that has not been an issue to this point in terms of the Eagles kicker. And the defense has tried to hold against what has largely been a team of first-team New England Patriots. So both sides, as we said, a lot of time with each other all week this week. These things, as we said, are becoming more and more frequent. And I think that coaches are seeing an opportunity to get game-type reps in a controlled environment. And that means that these games, in terms of what they're trying to do, don't mean as much in terms of evaluation.
Well, I was there on Monday, and they had both fields popping back and forth. 11 on 11, ones versus ones on both fields. They got a lot of reps in. And Sirianni told us he felt like they got 2 more games in Monday and Tuesday.
As the Eagles prepare to head up to Florham Park to take on the Jets all week this week, there'll be kind of 2 more games for the Birds before we see them again next Friday. Flacco 2 out of 3 for 21 yards here. Getting an opportunity to play the entire of the first quarter.
Starting receivers are still out there. You know, Nick Sirianni, remember, he played receiver. He was All-American receiver at Mount Union. He's coached receiver a lot. He knows these young guys need the work. They need the reps.
Austin Scott in the backfield now on first down. Should be the final play of the first quarter. Flacco, a floater, and it's caught. Flag down on the play. The catch is hauled in by Richard Rodgers, close to first down yardage. But the flag is back at the line of scrimmage.
You know what we need, Scott? We need Quez. We need to get the ball to Quez somehow.
You asked him.
I need us to get the ball to Quez somehow.
Actually, you implored him. You didn't ask him. You implored him to do it again.
Personal foul, lowering the head to initiate contact. Defense number 94. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play and first down. Philadelphia has chosen not to extend the first quarter. This is the end of the first quarter.
So Henry Anderson called for the penalty, and it brings us to the end of 1. On the scoreboard, all Patriots here in quarter number 1, preseason game number 2.
Right about now, we could all use a pancake, or a burger, or a burrito, or an omelet. Hello? Whoa, wait, go back. Let's talk about these pancakes. Okay, now I'm hungry. IHOP. We could all use a pancake.
At Fisher Investments, our clients know we have their backs.
How do your clients know that?
Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put clients first.
So you do it because you have to?
No, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
One that we don't take lightly. It's why our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Fisher Investments is clearly different.
Yeah, we'll share our home address for french fries.
It's easy to be unsafe.
So I gave your birth date for free parking.
That's how I got this robe. Now it's easy to help protect yourself. Opt into cyber safety at Norton.com.
Okay, honey, we really gotta go. Daddy printed out my permission slip, right? Steven?
Do you suffer from cartridge conniptions? Be conniption free thanks to the cartridge free Epson EcoTech printer. A ridiculous amount of ink. Up to 2 years of ink comes in the box. The EcoTech is the perfect cure for the Epson EcoTech. Just fill and chill. Available at
Doing it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself. With the Home Depot as your partner, doing's never been easier. You can pick up skills in a virtual workshop. Pick up what you need fast or have it delivered same day. And if you have more projects than you have time to do them, we can even help with that. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
It's me against the world.
It's time. Time for week 2 of preseason action. With the most live games on NFL Network. It's time for football.
Let's go for this.
Week 2 of the NFL preseason. Live on NFL Network. Quez Watkins last week lit it up and lit up my partner.
Oh, this was amazing. See, this is the play they should call right now.
Yep.
Just call the throw the ball to Quez and have him run fast and everybody else for a touchdown play. It's not hard, Scott.
Now, that was a check down, and it was Joe Flacco who kind of saw what was coming with the blitz, and Watkins and he had talked about it before the game. Quez told us that this week. Just kind of opened up beautifully for him. Flacco's still out there to start the second on this drive. Back shoulder throw through the hands of Devontae Smith. Couldn't quite spin quickly enough to haul it in.
Well, they're clearly trying to get him involved. Bottom of the screen, working against Jawan Williams, who's 6'4", he's got some good length. Williams able to get that hand on him. Smith just not quite able to use the body control to turn around and make the play, but they're clearly trying to get the Heisman Trophy winner involved.
Off of the far side of the field right now with J.C. Jackson on it. And Flacco, quick throw to the inside. That ball is incomplete. Jason Kroom had an opportunity to bring that in. Flacco got it out of his hands.
Yeah, he's got to catch that. Pretty clear. Jason Kroom, one of many guys battling for presumably the last tight end roster spot. That was a golden opportunity there. You don't get very many of them.
So third down and long now for Flacco and the Eagles. They showed blitz, backed out of it. A little bit of time, and the throw is behind his intended receiver. Again, it was Devontae Smith. We got a flag down on the play and a player